There lived a young scholar named Shri, known for his sharp mind and love for books. He spent years learning from wise men, mastering scriptures, and attending prestigious schools. His knowledge was admired by all, but he carried an air of superiority, often looking down on those less educated than him. One day, as Shri strolled through the village, he noticed an old man named Ramu sitting by a tree, carving a wooden stick. Ramu was simple and unlettered, often regarded as dumb by the villagers due to his inability to read and write. People saw him as a fool, but he had a kind heart and was known for his wisdom in everyday matters. Sri was a smart, approached Ramu and said, "You sit here carving sticks all day, but you know nothing of the world's knowledge. What could you possibly teach me?" Ramu looked up with a smile and replied, "I may not know the words in books, but sometimes the greatest lessons are not written down." Intrigued but still skeptical, Shri sat down beside Ramu. "All right, old man, enlighten me." Ramu pointed to a tree they were sitting under and asked, "Tell me, Shri, what do you see in this tree?" Shri began reciting a lengthy explanation of botany, the types of trees, their scientific names, and their usage. When he finished, Ramu nodded slowly, still smiling. And yet, Ramu said, "When the rains come, this tree gives us shelter. When the sun beats down, it provides shades. When we are hungry, its fruits feed us. All of this happens without the tree knowing a single word from your books. Is not that something to admire?" Siri frowned. "But that's just nature. What lesson could I possibly learn from a tree?" Ramu chuckled softly. "The tree does not worry about being better than the bush or the grass. It simply grows as it is meant to. It does not seek to be grand, nor does it feel inferior. It knows its place in the world and serve it well. Often, those who appear dumb know this, while those filled with knowledge struggle to find peace." Siri was silent, absorbing Ramu's word. Over the next few weeks, Siri began spending more time with Ramu. He watched how the old man lived, never striving for more than what was needed, but always giving when he could. Ramu taught him lessons through stories of the stars, the animals, and the seasons, things Siri had read about but never truly understood. One day, a traveler came to the village seeking directions to a faraway town. Shri, eager to impress, began explaining the route in intricate detail, using maps and terminologies the traveler barely understood. Ramu, noticing the traveler's confusion, stepped forward and simply said, "Follow the river until the hills end. Then turn where the sun sets. You will reach your destination by dawn." The traveler thanked Ramu and left with a grateful smile. Siri realized at that moment that wisdom did not always come from books or intellect. It could came from experience, simplicity, and an understanding of life's natural flow. From that day on, Siri no longer saw Ramu as dumb. Instead, he saw him as a man who had mastered a kind of wisdom that Shri's books could never teach. He learned not to judge others by their education or appearance, but to listen closely, for valuable lessons can be found in the most unexpected places. And so the scholar and the simple man become friends, both learning from each other in ways they had never imagined. And the moral of the story, never feel inferior for learning from someone deemed dumb by others. Wisdom comes in many forms, and sometimes the most valuable lessons come from those we least expect.